Hello dear friends, we are discussing about the ureter, right? So first lecture, then the blood supply of ureter, then the lymphatic drainage of the ureter, right? And then we discussed about the innervation of ureter. Now let me discuss here about the histology of the ureter, right? Histology means the structure and the composition about the histology of ureter. Look carefully. I will take the tube and I will make section of that tube, and we will see all the structures and all the layers of the ureter in a clear way. So if this is your kidney, right, and here is the emergence of the ureter, so this is your ureter, right friends, like this. Now we will take a section here, right, and we will draw it in another diagram. Look carefully. There is an outer layer and then there is an inner layer, so I will make it like this, right, and we will see it clearly later what is here, right. This is the inner layer, and in between the outer and inner layer, what is there? There is the muscular layer. Now look carefully. This is your inner layer, which is called the mucosal layer, right, and then there is the outer layer, like this, right, and in between the outer and inner layer there is the muscular layer. So for example, this is the outer layer, right, this is Adventitia, right. In Adventitia, there are blood vessels, arteries and veins, right, and then there are also nerves are there. And Adventitia also nerves are there, and then there are the lymphatics also. Arteries, veins and lymphatics are also there. And then in the innermost layer there is the transitional epithelium present. What is there? Transitional epithelium, and mostly it is a three-layered layer, right. So these are the epithelial cells, the innermost layer. This is the mucosa. So then there is another layer also. These are the transitional epithelium. They keep changing their shapes. That's why we say they are called transitional epithelial layer, right? Okay, like this. So and then this is the middle layer, and in this middle layer I will write the details here. There are muscles present. So there are two layers of muscles, right. There is the longitudinal layer and then there is the circular layer also. So you just consider that these are the longitudinal layer of muscles, smooth muscles, and I will show you these in another diagram also. So these are the longitudinal layer of muscles, right. The inner longitudinal layer, these are the smooth muscles, right, and then there is an outer circular layer of smooth muscles. So these smooth muscles are in this manner, circular layer of smooth muscles layer, like this, right, and I will show the difference between upper and lower ureter also. So these are the circular layer of smooth muscles, right. Now look carefully. We said that about the histology of ureter, we said that there is a mucosa, and this mucosa, about the mucosa, if you want to write something, this is the inner layer, right, and we say that it's composed of transitional epithelium. Transitional epithelium, epithelium, right? This is inner layer. Then there is the muscularis, or we say the muscular layer, right? So about the muscular layer, I will say that the upper 2/3, right? Upper 2/3 is what? Upper 2/3 contains inner longitudinal layer of muscles, and outer circular layer, right? And then about the lower 1/3, lower 1/3 of your ureter, what is there? There is an inner, again this point number 1 is the same, point number 2 is also the same, and there is an extra outer longitudinal layer, outer longitudinal layer of muscles. So in the upper 1/3, 2/3 we say here, there are 2 layers of smooth muscles, and in the lower 1/3, right, there is 3 layers of smooth muscles, right? So then there is the last layer, which is called the adventitia. So it's a little bit tough. This is an elastic layer, that is mucosal layer. It's a little bit tough layer. It is protective layer, right? It's composed of connective tissue, right? It contains vessels, nerves, lymphatics, etc., right? So this was about the histology of your ureter, right? See you guys in the next lecture. We will discuss about the relations of the ureter in detail, the interior and posterior, medial, lateral relations, everything. So till then friends, Allah Hafiz.